Hi everyone, today's video
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's get it. Everybody hit the like button. Hope you can hear me. If you can't, well, I guess nothing I say matters right now. Um, I wonder what this broad talking about. Hold on, bear with me. I'm about to let me just play this meme real quick while I get myself together.
Before I continue with my message, thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
You got my 40, homie.
I thought you had $200.
I do, but I won't spend Red's money.
You're going to come up to me and hug my neck and kiss me and say, thank you for getting that money out of my pocket.
Oh, I'll just hold on to my money because, there's hardship. Be careful.
You need to make a vow of faith of $1,000. Oh, Bob, couldn't you say 25? No! You can't make a $1,000 vow of faith. I'm saying in faith.
Tithe! Give money and you'll get the blessing. If you don't, nothing for you.
Put some anointing on this money. You put some up here. You put... Prosper,
See, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not working on McDonald's money. I'm not working on Red Lobster money. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters. I don't want to hear no more excuses about what y'all can't afford. You can't afford it because you don't see the value here.
I am once again asking for your financial support.
Donations.
Thank you, Lord. You say you want to make a $500 vow? Then do it. If that takes faith for you, do it. You want to make a $100 vow or do it. If that takes faith, say, I like 1,000. Because I know I got you. I got you into faith.
Bex, what up? T Orlando. T Orlando got a lot of syllable. T Orlando. I think T-O would make it easier. So yeah. $15 keeps me on 2 hours. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Or super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs also in the description below. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor, king or queen of the stream. Yeah, $15 keeps me on 2 hours. Hit the like button. The more people like, the more new people are coming to the live, and the more we grow. I got a little bit of a story to tell. But before I tell the story, talk about let's talk about the title. Date naps can't save you. And it says sorry ladies, date naps can't save you, but really this goes for men and women. Okay, the reason why dating apps can't save women. Actually, dating apps make women fail more. Their hypergamy is more amplified on dating apps because it's strictly based off of looks. So they're only gonna swipe on, Mr. Point Five, right? Now, see, in real life, she might actually come across just a regular dude. Conversation might get sparked, and she might like something about him. A guy that she never would have swiped on a dating app. So I think women actually would have better results meeting people out and about. See, dating apps are just gonna get them pumped and dumped harder by hotter, taller guys. They're gonna get pumped and dumped harder by guys who are more handsome and taller. Bars. Um, but yeah, dating apps won't save women. And here's the other thing I want to say about dating apps not saving women. Look, you're the same train wreck you've always been, whether you're in real life or you're on a dating app. Going on a dating app isn't going to make you a better dating option. It's not going to make you a better woman. It's not going to, it's it, going on a dating app. It doesn't heal your wounds. It just doesn't make you a better woman. So the same things that are happening in your relationships in real life are going to happen with the guys you meet on a dating app. So that's another reason why dating apps can't save you. Um, yeah, T. Orlando says he loves dating apps because because he's Mr. 0.0001. Yeah, if you're Mr. 0.001, it's just gonna be a pussy factory. Yeah, for Mr. Point 0.5, Mr. Top 2%. Yeah, it's a pussy factory. Um, Here's the reason why dating apps can't save you, fellas. I mean, the same thing. Whatever flaws you had that were stopping you from having success with women in real life, I mean, that's not gonna change just because you met a chick on a dating app. What up, Lauren? Um, and a woman is less likely to be a woman is less likely to be interested in you based on your dating app profile. Most guys' profiles are trash, to put it frank. They're just trash. You got a much better chance of meeting a woman or having a woman kind of like you, meeting her in person. Now, how can I put this? The Here's a guy that dating apps could work for. If you're average Joe, it's not really gonna work for you. Women aren't trying to have anything to do with average. Women are like children. If nothing blatantly stands out about you, she don't want really nothing to do with you. You're boring. You're wasting my time. And that's why, I mean, I'm no dating coach, but if I had to give advice to a man as far as getting women, make something stand out about you, bro. That's why dudes who not tall, they usually try to get buff. Motherfuckers who ain't gonna try to get buff, they usually try to get fly. If you ain't gonna try to get fly, you better work on your mouthpiece. Something gotta be spectacular about you to get below average women. Yeah, that's where we are. Is it fair? No, life ain't fair. Ain't no point in just bitching about it all the time. If you want to bitch, just know you got to be spectacular to get a below average to average bitch. And to get an above average bitch to see you as a god, yeah, you got to be Mr. Point 0.5, which, let's be real, most men will never be. So that's why I say don't even worry about 7, 8s, 9s, and 10s. Don't even worry about them. Just take them out of your head. And I was thinking about this the other night. 4, I don't know how low I would go, but see, it's all subjective. I couldn't go beneath a 4, but I would say 4, 5, and 6s is where most men should have their targets set. What up, Lucky? Honestly, even if you're Mr. Point 5, if you're looking for something serious, I would just stick with a 6 at best. Even if you the fucking man. Even if you Steph Curry, like if Steph Curry get divorced, I would and he looking for something serious. Cause his wife, I think his wife is attractive. I think his wife would have been considered a baddie back in her early days. Um, oh gosh. Well, Leah Lauren, you could tell us your story. But anyway, yeah, date naps can't save anybody. Oh, here we go. We got Scotty in the house. We got Scotty in the house, my favorite man to debate. Now, Scotty says date naps can work just fine if women would be reasonable, but they're never going to be. So, yeah. So yeah, date naps can work just fine if women would be reasonable. Well, yeah, that's never going to happen. There's no point in even fantasizing about it, Scotty. Women are never going to be reasonable. They're never going to be reasonable ever. Unless they're put in a position where they have to be reasonable. They don't have any other choice but to be reasonable. And that's where we come in, Scotty. I don't have any expectations of women far as being decent human beings or being reasonable, logical. That's silly as a man. It's up to us to set the system up to where they don't got no fucking choice but to be reasonable, which isn't gonna happen at this point. I believe America will fall before anything like that happens. What else do you want to say? Oh, this is what I was gonna say. So let's talk about a guy like me, real quick. uh, I would consider myself a good-looking guy. I mean, I'm not patting myself on the back. Um, Depending on the woman, like if I had to put a number on myself based on what I think women think about my attractiveness, I would say somewhere between a 7 and a 8, depending on what woman you ask. And then I'm sure for some women, I'm just regular, average Joe. But based on my experiences in life, I do believe I probably fall somewhere between a 7 and 8, 8.5, depending on which woman you ask. To say that it's relevant. I'm not just patting myself on the back. Oh, what up? Wait, that's a different name. I'm not used to seeing you under Axel or what? Canada 65. Let's I forgot what your original name was, but I know you a diehard watcher from back in the day, so salute to you. Anyway, um I would say I'm a 7 or 8, right? So pretty decent looking guy. Slightly above average. But my demeanor, attitude, whatever in person is kind of like I don't want to say shy, but I mean it's quiet, kind of unassuming, not anything about my personality or energy that's gonna stand out in the room, to be frank. Scotty said I'm a little heavy. Um, a little heavy. I'm gonna try to give y'all a visual real quick. He said I'm a little heavy. I'm definitely overweight. But if you saw me, you wouldn't think overweight at all. I mean, I got a stomach and I'm not exactly short. I'm not exactly tall per se, but I'm not exactly short either. So my weight kind of measures out. Like if you saw me out and about, you wouldn't be like, "Oh, that guy need to lose weight." Like you wouldn't think you wouldn't that's not what would come to mind if you just saw me in my regular clothes like, "Oh, that guy needs to lose some." So no, not like that. My weight is proportioned out over my height, but I still need to lose about 40 pounds, if that makes sense. Um, But anyway, back to my point. But in person, like, yeah, I'm quiet, unassuming, low energy, nothing that's gonna stand out to a woman whatsoever. Right. So a date nap could work a little bit for somebody like me. Cause I think I look good enough to catch a woman if if my profile cool, I got a nice outfit on or something like I think I look good enough to catch a woman's eye enough to get her to click on the profile, read the profile. So if I play all my cards right and write my profile out right and um everything perfect, everything got to be perfect for these bitches. What the hell is LDE? RB got LDE. Oh, low dick energy, little dick energy. Yeah, I do. I ain't gonna front. I mean, I know it's somewhat of a joke, maybe to Orlando, but no, that's real. Um, yeah, women would consider me to have little dick energy. But then, see, you can make certain things work for you because if you look good enough to a woman, she'll translate low dick energy to he's mysterious. It's all about how good you look. To an average to ugly nigga, yeah, it's little dick energy. If a motherfucker look good enough, it's he's mysterious. Um, Scotty says not me. Foyd has to be 125 at max to be a 6 or higher. I forgot what a Foyd is in the black pill community. But anyway, let me go back to my point. So yeah, DDT says he would get a lot of hits on dating sites, but nothing ever materialized. Yeah, because these bitches ain't shit. But the point that I was gonna make is because let's be real, dating apps are the garbage can of women. Now, many would say dating apps are also the garbage can of men, but I would disagree. I would disagree because by that logic, the bottom 90% of men is the garbage can, and well, that is how women see it, but that's not reality because they only swipe on. So I mean, well, let me clear that up. By that logic, 95% of men are the garbage can because on dating apps, women only swipe on 5% of men. And that's fucking mathematically, that's ridiculous. 95% of men can't be garbage. Now I can now I can mathematically break down why 95% of the women on dating apps can be garbage. Because they had motherfuckers knocking down their door trying to be with them since they was 12. That's why 95% of women and you still on the dating app, you over 30 still on the dating app, 15 years the niggas trying to knock down your door to be with you. You still couldn't figure out how to make something work. Yeah, you the garbage can. But anyway, see, a dating app could work for somebody like me because the logic is once they get to know me, so I can attract the attention on dating apps, and then I'm in the door. So regardless of if anything materialized to anything real, somebody like me, I would do better on dating apps. I mean, I'm still gonna fail miserably because these bitches ain't shit. But what I'm saying is, dating apps to me originally were supposed to be kind of created, I think, for people like me who maybe in person I'm kind of weird or something. But then if somebody see me on the dating app, so let me go back. I'm just speculating, but yeah, yeah, I think that message is for me. Born from pain. Yeah, if you're talking to me, you right. Yeah, you right. Born from fame. Born from pain. But let me say this, and I got a story, and then we're gonna get into the ridiculous nonsense. Uh, yeah, this chick can get every inch. She can get a load on her face. Courtney Ryan, for sure. But we're gonna see what she talking about. I guess she's saying goodbye and thank you. Like, so what? You gonna just leave a 881,000 subscriber YouTube channel? Maybe. Nice tits, but whatever. We'll see what she's talking about. Who's about to pull up? Everybody hit the like button. Oh shit! I got 37 people in here. 35. Oh, y'all playing me on the likes though. Y'all playing me on the likes. 35 people watching, only 11 likes. Yeah, I don't understand it. And since I don't understand it, I'm gonna take it as disrespect. If you're hearing the sound of my voice right now, please take your fat ass finger and hit the like button. Shout out to my Rumbleites. Yeah, give me another 10 minutes of rambling, and then we're gonna get into a video and we might get into a pop the balloon and whatever else I come up with. Hair on the screen so I can attract people. Cause see, that's all it takes to get views on YouTube or anywhere on social media. Just be a white bitch with long hair. If you got big tits, that's a plus. Don't look fat, and just yeah, you entitled to 100,000 subscribers. Anyway, Scotty says I just did showing a chick who reopened her dating app to something. The Chad who pumped and dumped her wasn't even there to actually swipe. X says wheat waffles already covered while women swipe. It's all about the picture and no one gives a fuck about your profile. Studies have shown this is true. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying, but the point I was making with that is I don't think I fall in the category of just drop dead gorgeous man to where I could say I'm a rapist in the profile and she'll still try to link up. I think I look good enough to just let me check out the profile. Like he kind of handsome, let me check out the profile. So to me, that's when the profile matters. When you just kind of handsome, that's when it matters. If she think you fine, then it don't matter. You can say you're a child molester and she'll still try to link up with you. Yeah. Somebody said the internet gave access to losers and rejects who would have never had a chance to get a girlfriend in real life. That's a fact. So that's what I was getting to. Think online dating was for essentially losers. Everybody looked at like in the 90s, early 2000s, if you had to meet somebody on a dating app, you were considered like a fucking loser. And I mean, I wouldn't use that harsh language. It's just some people are socially awkward or weird. It don't mean they're bad people. But the point I was making is like back in the 90s and early 2000s, if you were a handsome guy who had a good personality, but you just had to get it had to get brought out of you or not brought out of you, but you know what I mean. You had to get to know somebody a little bit to show them your personality. It was great, and it still is great for people like that. Like a handsome motherfucker who don't really do well in person, he could get a girlfriend online. But yeah, Match.com. But anyway, let me. I think I made all my points about dating apps. Let's just get into this video. It's only like 2 minutes. Yeah, T. Orlando says I met my wife online like 17 years ago. We kept it a secret that we met online. Yeah, I've been in that situation too. And people, especially if you're talking to somebody who's a certain age, if you tell them like, "Oh, I met such and such online," they look at you. They will just blatantly look at you crazy in your face, like, "What? You met online?" They will blatantly judge you. So I get why people lie about meeting online. Just yeah, just say y'all met at the mall. Fuck. Um. Yeah. Here's the thing. Because I was gonna do, and I probably still am. I'll just who cares? I'll repeat the same thing over again, like I always do. But I was gonna do a stream title called "Dating Apps Are Excellent for These Two Types," and I probably still will do that later. Another time, I'll make that a title. But dating apps are great for top 10% men who could just use it as a pussy factory. So wonderful from. So yeah, that's wonderful for top 10% men. Dating apps are spectacular for them. And then the other people who have tremendous success on dating apps are good women. Good women with realistic expectations who just looking for a genuinely good dude who got good intentions, who he could just be an average Joe, but she just wants somebody who's a good dude who she could connect with and live life with. Those women clean the fuck up on dating apps. Because it's a bunch of decent dudes on there. They may not be the tallest, the most handsome, have the best jobs, but just decent dudes who looking for a good relationship, who will put effort in and treat you good. It's a smorgasbord or whatever the fuck you call it. So if you a good woman just genuinely looking for a good average Joe, yeah, you're gonna find a boyfriend in 3 months max. I can damn near guarantee it. Like if you a genuine good woman, dating apps are a fucking it's a fucking candy store of husbands. It really is. It's an endless candy store of husbands. It's the husband store. It's the real life husband store. And women know that. That's why I say any woman who's been single for years is just because she won't get off her fucking high horse and finally accept her husband in her inbox, in her friend zone. That's why it's not really a flex for a woman to get married, because any woman could just get married. Just pick one of those dudes in your inbox who you've been ignoring for 20 years and be nice to him for 6 months and give him pussy and act nice to him, and you can get married. Now, will it last? Probably not. But anyway, let's see what Courtney Ryan is talking about real quick, and then I got a story about some older women I know.
Video is a little different than usual. As many of you already know, I'm pregnant. My husband and I are expecting our first baby, a little boy, this spring. And with this new chapter, as exciting as it is, also comes a little bit of bittersweet news. That is that I've made the decision to step away from this channel. I really don't want this to feel like one of those dramatic YouTuber goodbye forever kind of videos, but I also didn't want to just disappear without explaining what's going on. I've posted every single week, typically multiple videos a week for the last 5 years, so stopping without saying anything at all just didn't feel right to me. The truth is, I don't know exactly what making content will look like for me as I step into motherhood. I've never done this before, and I'm not going to pretend like I have it all figured out, but I do know that effort, consistency, and showing up fully matter deeply to me, and I just won't be able to give this channel what it deserves and what it needs in this specific season of my life. Continuing while knowing my priorities are elsewhere just would sort of feel like a disservice to all of you. So all of my videos will stay up. So if you ever need a style refresh, a reminder of the signs she likes you, perhaps ranked in a tier list, or just something familiar to come back to, I'll still be here in that way. And if anything I've ever shared over the years has helped you even a little bit, that means so much more to me than you probably even realize. That was truly always my intention here, and so much of my work has been about encouraging men to feel confident and grounded and hopeful about where they're headed. And now as I step into becoming a mom, I get to carry those lessons forward in a deeply personal way by raising a little boy of my own, and it feels incredibly special and full circle to me. This channel has been one of the most rewarding experiences of my life, and I may have shown up trying to help all of you, but the truth is, you all helped me just as much. This community genuinely changed my life, and I will always be deeply grateful for it. I'll still be posting over on Instagram if you want to keep up with me there, but whether you continue to follow along or not, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your time, your trust, and your support over the years. And as always, thank you all so much for watching.
So I don't have anything negative to say about that. She won, and I think her husband is rich too. So she carried out the female imperative magically. I mean, I don't know her history or whatever, but she won. I have nothing to say. Capo, salute to Capo, long time diehard fan. Salute to Capo. Um, yeah, she's married, I think, to a rich dude. Um, she's having his baby. She won as a woman. I don't got anything negative to say. I don't know if she's a good person or not. She seems fairly somewhat reasonable and nice through the videos. Um, yeah, this is what I want for I mean, every woman can't get a rich man, but this is what I want for women, you know, to just be happy, get married, find a man, have kids. It's the purpose you're here. As far as her leaving the YouTube channel, I mean, yeah, she should focus on raising her kid. Um, if I had to predict, um, how often she would be able to do a video while raising a kid, I would say, mm, she probably just need to take a solid 2 or 3 years off. And then after she take a few years off, then it wouldn't be a big deal to do a video once a week. But anyway, we'll see what happens with her. I think the red pill community will be okay either way, but respect to her. 'Cause what do I feel about female content creators? We need them. We need them in the movement for sure. Like, we need some women on board to push the message further than it would ever get pushed if it was just men talking. It gives unfortunately, uh, I mean, I think she should take a year off. That first year is fucking brutal. She should take the first year off. Um, so who passed? Let's look her up real quick. But as far as women in the red pill, I mean, we need them. We need them. But I would just tell men, don't. What? How do I want to word this? Just watch female content creators for strictly entertainment. If you want that raw, real, uncut shit, you got to go to me or other content creators. Don't be taking any notes down from female red pill content creators. Is the point I'm trying to take. Just watch it for entertainment. Like, okay, that was a cool little video. But and hey, look, take what I say with a grain of salt and put it through your own filter, of course. But yeah, I would I would take what female red pill content creators say with fucking a dump truck assault. If you get my drift. But look, we about to get into some the regularly scheduled programming. Um, everybody hit the like button, please. Let me just see who passed real quick. What's her name? I don't know who this is. Who's Catherine O'Hara? Who is Catherine O'Hara? Canadian American action comedian, screenwriter. Does she look familiar? Rest in peace. I don't know who she is. Y'all saying rest in peace. Oh, she's an Emmy award winning. Yeah, but yeah, rest in peace. Home Alone mom. Oh, the mom from Home Alone. Oh yeah, that is the mom. Oh yeah, yeah. Mother from Home Alone. Okay, yep. Yeah, R.I.P. for sure. How old was she? Oh, she was born in '54. So shit, '54. Fuck, what? '54 to 2004 is 50. To 2024 is like roughly 72. So yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, that's young. 72. I mean, it ain't young, but that's about average. Well, let's look it up. I mean, rest in peace either way, but I'm just saying. I don't do black. I don't know if do black men make it to 72. Not that that's relevant. Um, What is the average life? No, she's not 54. No, that wasn't this picture that we seen wasn't her at 54. Or wait, or maybe well, she was born in 1954. I don't know if you understood that or not. Okay. The average life expectancy in 2025 is projected to be 78 years at birth. In the US, the average life expectancy is at 77.5. As of 2024, globally, it's 71. Oh, damn. So I would say she got cut short about 5 years. I don't know if that's fucked up to word it like that. God bless her. RIP. See what this dingbat is talking about real quick, and I'll be right back.
Hi, grab a drink of your choice and welcome. I have a nice latte today like I normally have. I know it's been a while, but I just needed to take some time, which I didn't even take because I was just every single day thinking I have to record, I have to record, I have to record. So yeah, it didn't really work for me to disconnect, but that's okay. Overthinkers, right? So I want to talk today, guys, about modern dating, and I thought about such a great title, which is probably the title of this video. Modern dating is built to disappoint you. I know that our grandparents didn't have the healthiest love, and in some cases it was beautiful, but in others it was a horror story, and we know that. But there is just something that I do not like nowadays, and we've just gone to the other extreme, and is the lack of seeking real connection. Why? Because we are literally addicted to our phones, and some people are addicted to their phones in a normal way, but some people are addicted to their phones and they watch porn and they watch certain creators of naked content, or they follow every single female that exists. And the problem with this is that there is this constant gratification somehow of seeing beautiful people. I mean, men mostly, you guys do this more, but I'm just talking in general. And girls get so much attention as well, just on Instagram, like they upload a picture and there's like so many men or so many guys texting them. It's like such as getting likes in a picture. Before, I'm pretty sure you've been in a point in your life that you felt happy when you got more likes. And in my case, years ago, when the more likes that I got on Instagram, when Instagram started, the happier I felt, the more that I felt like I was someone. Likes from anyone, really, girls, anyone. But now, it's the opposite. Like, I just want to be as private as possible because for me, that's power. And I think that's beautiful. Owning your life in your private space and not letting anyone in or everyone in, having some sort of filter, realizing that you matter and your energy matters, and like it really does matter. But why we're talking about this, dating apps, I think this is exactly what I was talking about. And I was speaking about this because of dating apps. How much I dislike these things. Now, I know you may tell me the story about how your uncle met someone lovely there. And good for him, good for her, congratulations. If that's your case, congratulations. I'm actually happy for you. But dating apps are such a crime. You will not find a good person in there, like a good-hearted person to have family with in general. In general, I know there's going to be comments saying, oh my gosh, I said in general, but it doesn't matter because they all still happen.
Okay, I take it this was boring. Um, did I lose all my audience? Oh no. Earn 3 more. All right, so let me tell y'all the story real quick, and then we'll go over a pop the balloon. Okay, so I'm only gonna stay on another 20 minutes unless we meet our live stream goal. Well, I might stay on a little bit longer than 20 minutes. But if you want me to stay on 2 hours, let's try to meet the $15 live stream goal. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Or super chat, super sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs also in the description. Now let me tell y'all a story about some older women I know. Okay. I think I gave them a name before. I think I gave them the name Temple and Shirley, the older women I know. Now, if I'm sure some of y'all remember, Temple has a boyfriend now. The boyfriend that she wasn't sure about, but they finally got together and made it official, and then he didn't shovel the snow, and she was about to break up with him because he didn't shovel the snow. And she was talking about she only want to see him once a month. I'm like, once a month, just break it off. Then you talking about only seeing him once a month? Just forget it. I don't think no man gets a girlfriend so he can see her once a month. But that's how she was initially talking. So I got an update on that. Okay. Now she's talking about she's so in love, and apparently they did the nasty. So he finally got the buns. They've been somewhat, well, I don't want to say they somewhat been talking for years and years. They've known each other for years. And I think they maybe went out here and there over years. So I don't know if I would consider that talking for those consistent consecutive years, but I think they've been talking steadily for at least a year, year and a half, that I would call like a steady kind of talking and hanging out. So from her perspective, this is from from her perspective, this is the whole thing that older women say, like, you know how older women are like, well, I just want to get to know him as a friend first, and let's get to know each other. Let's do a slow burn. You know, a lot of older women will talk about not wanting to rush things. A lot of older women will talk about being friends first. They'll even hint at being friends for years while she decides if she likes you. She ain't gonna word it like that, but I'm wording it like that. And the reason why these older women see it that way, see if I can break this down. See, when these older women get their walls up, they want a guarantee. I mean, don't we all? Don't we all want guarantees in life? We know life don't work like that. But women want a guarantee. So they want to slow burn you while they confirm fully that you're that guy for them. They want you to show up for them as a friend for years to see if you really solid enough to be with. So in so many words, they want you to show up and give them girlfriend treatment for years with no buns and no expectation for her to do anything back for you for years while she decided you the one at 40 plus. Ain't that fucking crazy? Because see, if you in the friend zone, see, there's an unspoken thing going on there. When a man signs up to be a woman's friend and just see where things progress. See, women love that vague ass shit. Like, you cool, but let's just be friends and see where things progress, because she's in power at that point. She knows she's in power, and she knows that this man, most men, they're gonna jump through hoops for those years as her friend so he can level up to boyfriend. So even though she said let's be friends and see where things progress, the unspoken agreement is you're gonna give me boyfriend treatment for years, but I don't gotta do nothing back for you because we just friends. So all I gotta do back for you is return a text and show up to a date that you're paying for. While you come through and cut my grass, shovel my snow, you go pick up my medicine, like you know what I'm saying? And that's just your interview process over years to see if you really the one. Because I can't afford another heartbreak at this age. Horrible fucking deal for the man, in my opinion. Horrible deal for the man. I mean, it's just it ain't worth all that. Yeah, I'll just find somebody else who like me in the first 3 dates. But anyway, so yeah, okay. Apparently he got the buns. So now when I talk to Temple, she sound like she's on cloud nine. Like I'm like, oh damn, the sex must have been good. The sex must have been great because you was talking about cutting this motherfucker last week because he ain't shovel your snow one time. So the sex must have been spectac. So the sex must have been spec. That sex act must have been spectac. So no homo, but his dick game must be proper. So I talked to her today, and she sounds like she's on cloud nine. Now she's talking about being married. This is her guy. There's no going back. She's all in now. Like she sound all the way in. she I love him now. Last week she was going to break up with him because he ain't shovel the snow, but this week she love him. So this is the emotional roller coaster that women love. Um, hey, look, I hope it work out, but let's dive in on it a little bit deeper. I genuinely do hope it work out. I hope it's happily ever after, but it's a couple things I want to touch on. Now, Shirley still don't got a man. The other person who's connected to Temple, the other woman who's connected to Temple, we'll just say Temple's best friend, Shirley, she still don't got a man. So, the jealousy is gonna be on 10. The jealousy is gonna be on 10. Now, talk to Shirley, the single one, and we were talking about Temple, the one who got a man now, and Shirley was sounding like she's moving too fast. I'm disappointed in her that she gave up the buns because now she gave up all the leverage, which is true, and we could dive in on that as well. Um, so part of that is genuine from Shirley. Um, but a part of that is just probably jealousy, which is it's a natural human emotion. I'm not really roasting Shirley for being jealous, but Shirley and Temple are best friends. So when a man come in, she is not gonna be happy if this relationship works out. Let's be real. Let's dive into the female psyche. Can women really be happy for other women that are doing better in life than them? That's the question. I mean, we could just say that about humans. Eh, I'll just answer that question now, but it's a little different with women. But I'll answer that question now. No, other humans aren't happy for you if you're doing better than them. Just get that out of your fucking head. Um, and that goes for men too. Your bros, if you hit the lottery for 10 million and you don't give them how much they think you should give them, your bros ain't gonna be. Or even if you do give them some money, like I just don't believe it. I mean, X says men can be happy for other men who are doing better than them. I don't believe it. I mean, I'm sure it exists, but I mean, I'm gonna say 95% of the time it doesn't. If you doing better than a motherfucker ain't genuinely happy about that. I mean, I'm just trying to speak for myself. I'm trying to speak for myself. Trying to think. I have a family member who I think a male family member. I think he's doing pretty good. See, also it's also relative to like how much better they're doing to you. Like if somebody's making 50,000 and you know somebody making 120,000, you might be happy for them because that's not. I mean, it's more than you, but it ain't nothing crazy. But if you making 50,000 and your male cousin making 500,000 a year, ooh, are you really happy for him? I mean, here's the thing about me. I really don't care about money like that. I mean, I do. Let's get the donations up. But if I was gonna be jealous of another man, it wouldn't be because he like the money aspect. I mean, I don't know what the aspect. I mean, maybe it would be he got more muscles or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to think if I was gonna be jealous, what would it be over? Would it be over a nicer car? Fuck no. Would it be over money? No. Would it be because he got a prettier girlfriend? No, because I know these bitches behind the scenes ain't really shit. So I'm just trying to think. What would I be jealous of? Mm, no, I know what I would be jealous of. Or Scotty says men are envious but not jealous. I don't know the difference. You could educate me, Scotty. But I figured out what I would be jealous of. My experience with people my experiences with people are always negative. I'll just put it like that. So the person, if I was gonna be jealous of a man, it would be a man who everybody responds positively to, and everybody likes, and everybody just they treat him like gold. They get happy when he come around. They always got positive things to say to him. They always like. If I was gonna be jealous of a man, it would be a man like that. It would be somebody like that because I always just have negative experiences with people, and people always got something smart to say to me or negative to say to me, like constantly. So yeah, that's if I was gonna be jealous of anything, it'd be something like that. But back to the core story, and then we're gonna get started with this video. Oh, so who separated envy? Okay, envy is I want it. Jealous is I want it, and I'm angry you got it. Yeah, that's yeah, okay. That's about right, X. So yeah, that's about right. Cause yeah, I wouldn't be angry that that dude got it. I'd just be like, damn, I wish I had that too. To finish up the Shirley and Temple story, Shirley's gonna be mad if this relationship works out, and she's subconsciously probably gonna try to sabotage it. Um, so, but okay, so we touched on that angle about how Shirley feel about it. Oh yeah, let's. So the new pandemic that they're trying to put out there about the NV. I'm not even gonna say the name because I'll get my channel banned. But yeah, I don't. They said, is it gonna is it gonna be like the Cove? Um, there's no telling. From what I could see, it's the typical political thing at midterms or whenever it's about to be an election. They try to. Um, I didn't come up with that, by the way. Plandemic. They try to sabotage the president or something by trying to like stir up fucking uh some new viral. So ain't no telling, man. I mean, they've been trying to make everything the next Cove since Cove ended. You know how many? So ain't no telling, man. I'm just at peace with if it's my time to go. It's just my time to fucking go. See, here's the thing about if they try to make something else the new Cove, I don't think people going for it this time. Not to say that Cove wasn't real. I'm not like a conspiracy theory. I mean, do believe it was probably mm, real to some extent, but um, I don't think people are gonna panic as much, even if it does happen. Even if it is another Cove, and they say the mortality rate is 40 to 75%. I mean, yeah, they say this is more fatal. So, um, there's no telling. There's no fucking telling. I mean, well, I hope we're more prepared for something. I mean, I would hope we learned something from Cove. From the last time I heard, there's only 2 people with it so far, and it's been contained. I don't know, man. I'm just not hopeful between now and 2030 about just the fate of the planet, whether that be alien invasion or a new Cove, new version of Cove, or whatever. Um, okay, so it just is what it is. I mean, if it starts spreading, well, here's the thing about I looked it up. This new NV, I looked it up and it said the only way to contact it is through contact with close bodily fluids. So I don't think it's if you walk next to somebody with it, you get it. But I gotta look more into it. X says if the mortality rate is too high, then the virus will kill the host before they can spread it. So there is a ceiling on the mortality rate. I don't know. The thing that makes me feel somewhat at ease about this new one, I think it's like the same thing with um it was the same thing with Ebola. Because I remember when the Ebola thing happened and everybody was freaking out and they was walking around with full body suits on, which I don't. I mean, I feel it. I do feel it. But I mean, if you're not in close contact with somebody's blood or urine, feces, feces, then I don't think you. I mean, I think you cool. Fuck it. Let's look it up real quick. Well, no, matter of fact, let's not look it up. Let me put my mic on mute and look it up. I gotta play pussy because dude, they'll fucking flag your channel. Oh, real quick before I look it up, let me wrap up the story about Shirley and Temple. So Temple, they're together. She talking about she in love. She talking about marriage and moving in and X, Y, and Z. Um, look, I hope it work out. There has definitely been a couple of red flags that I've seen in him. He was being secretive about something that it took him a year to finally come out and say. I mean, I don't want to get into the details, but I don't know. She's talking like he's Mr. Perfect, he's Mr. Ideal. I'm just like, I mean, I'm skeptical of people in general. Look, I hope it work out. I think she's just floating on clouds because she got some good D. That'll level out. And so yeah, I'll just keep you posted. We'll see what happens in 6 months. I was telling her like, look, relationships go through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of different stages and phases. Only time will tell what people are really made of and what a relationship is really made of. So for me to feel like something is solid, I would say somebody would have had to live together 3 years. After living with somebody for 3 years, then I'll say it's solid. And most people don't move in, after 6 months. So I would say if you've been together a year or 2 years and then move in for another 2 years, something like that. So I would say 4 years. After about 4 years, with at least 2 of those years living together, that's when I start taking relationships serious. Like, oh, they might this might be something. But until then, I look at the first 4 years basically as a honeymoon phase. I mean, depending on how, like I said, how long y'all have lived together. So, let me talk about. I don't want to give too many details, but do y'all remember? Um, do y'all remember Cunty B? I told y'all a story about a woman I know named Cunty B. And how she basically was on the cock carousel for 10 years, and then she finally got a boyfriend, and now they've been together for, believe it's been 2 years now. But yeah, she's an example of a woman who was on the cock carousel for 10 years, and then she got with some dude after 30, and now they've been together for, like I said, I think 2 years. And they're about to move in. So to me, this first 2 years when they weren't living together, I'm not gonna say it didn't count, but we gonna see what's really up these next 2 years now that they about to live together. So that's an example of a situation where, yeah, after 4 years, then I'll consider it legit, legit. 'Cause you don't know a motherfucker until you live with him. That's for sure, for sure. But let me look up this thing real quick. I'll be right back.
Not gonna be a match. Pop your balloon. I'm gonna come to you and see why you decide to pop. Sounds good? All right, let's bring out our first single lady. Hey, welcome in. Hi. Name and age.
Hi, gentlemen. I am Maya. I'm 31.
All right, Maya, what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur. I also have my own business. I do.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. When niggas fire out you, nigga, shut the fuck up.
Here we go! Here the fuck we go! Here the fuck we go!
Look, I'm so tired of black women with these businesses. I'm so fucking tired. I'm tired, man. I just fucking sick and tired of being sick and tired with this shit. I just am. Like, everybody can't be a fucking business owner. I'm just pissed, y'all. I'm just pissed. was I about to say? Anyway,
YouTube. You should check out my channel, Maya BTV.
All right. What are you looking for today in a guy?
I'm looking for mental intelligence and financial intelligence, emotional intelligence. I'm looking for a stable partner, someone who has goals and admiration.
Okay. And what are your deal breakers to those points?
So over 3 kids. I feel like if you don't have any goals, your 5-year plan,
Okay. What do you like to do for fun, Maya?
I like to do anything active. I love to stay fit, as you can tell. I like to do a lot of activities. Yeah.
All right. So it looks like we have one pop balloon. What we're going to do is get to him and see why he decides to pop, okay? All right. Let's walk on over here. Name and age, and why did you pop?
James, 36. I popped because you said more than 3 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a football team.
Oh, I can tell why.
So I have 8.
Why?
That's why I popped.
You're very handsome.
Everything else was on point with you.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. So you already kind of gave a compliment, but I'm going to still ask, is he your type? Why not?
He would have been, but you don't know how your pull-up game not strong, so it's okay.
Gotta work on that.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that. You still.
All right, thank you, James.
Okay.
All right, so what we're gonna do is have you ask the guys that still holding balloons questions, get a feel for them, see who will be a match for you today. Okay.
Okay.
What question would you like to ask?
Okay. So with your subconscious, what rules your subconscious? Is your id, ego, or super ego?
Yeah, I got that. Kinda. All right, we'll get to it.
Okay.
All right, let's start at the end and work our way back up. Okay. All right, name and age, and you can answer her question.
It's Earl. I'm 46 years old. And can you repeat the question?
So I wanted to know what rules your subconscious. Is it your id, your ego, or your super ego?
What does that mean? What is for credit? I don't know what that means.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. I'd say like more my super ego. 'Cause I'm more conscious. I mean, like well, I'm more conscious, but I do have a almost like a another identity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, name and age, and you can answer the question.
My name's Miles. I'm 46.
Yeah.
And I didn't know we were going to get all Freud today, but I would have to go with my id. Like,
Okay.
I very much internalized most of the things going on, so I would go with that.
Okay. Great answer.
Thank you.
Thank you. Name and age, and you can answer the question.
Dino, I'm 41, and I would say my ego.
Okay.
I got a big one.
Okay.
But, it's my ego.
It's too big.
Okay. It's big.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. So You can't stand dudes with big egos. So I've been hearing certain people say ego is necessary to go out in the world and make shit happen, and you know what? Probably would agree. But it's just you got to make sure you have a healthy ego. A healthy ego. You know, be confident, don't be arrogant. And no matter how much you accomplish, at the end of the day, you just some dickhead. And if you die today, that thing gonna keep spinning, bruh. So yeah, definitely don't get too into yourself. You definitely don't want to get too into yourself. I mean, we all got an ego to some extent. But if you at the point where you telling people, yeah, I got a big ego, like, no, nigga, get your bitch ass out of here. By the time you're acknowledging yourself that you have a big ego, your ego is too big and you need to do some reevaluations and some tweaks. By the time you're just recognizing yourself, yeah, I got a big ego, like, no, you doing too much. You're doing too much, bro. Just have enough ego to accomplish what you want to accomplish in life and be confident, but not to the point where you walking around like you a god and all that. No, nigga. Or no, bitch. Just another dickhead on the planet. But whatever, let's continue.
So I would go with that.
Okay. Great answer.
Thank you.
Thank you. Name and age, and you can answer the question.
Dino, I'm 41, and I would say my ego.
Okay.
I got a big one.
Okay.
But, you know, it's my ego.
It's too big?
Okay. It's big.
Okay.
Yeah, ego.
Thank you. All right, we'll be right back for you, okay? Name and age, and you can answer the question.
Daryl, I'm 42. I would say my ego.
Okay.
But it's a battle between that and my head. You know, I'm trying to work on that.
As you should.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Name and age, answer the question.
Lorenzo, 47.
Okay.
And I would say my super ego.
Okay.
I'm a little old school, so I feel like, you know, I should pretty much, you know, lead and I'm capable of doing that. So I don't need anybody, you know, trying to lead with me. I just need you to walk with me.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Okay. So while we was getting some information, we got a pop on, so we're gonna go to him and see why he decided to pop. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
No smile, thank you.
Name and age, and why did you pop?
I'm Brandon, I'm 37. Honestly, I didn't have no answer for your question.
Okay.
I wasn't even ready to answer your question, so I'm gonna be ready for you.
It's okay.
You got a good question I wasn't ready for.
It's okay.
Okay.
Oh, you just didn't know what it meant, and that's okay. Because people don't fucking talk like that in everyday life. Dude, are you ruled by your super ego, or your id? What the fuck are you talking about? I would have just popped because I just would have been annoyed. Do you talk like this every day? I don't want to talk in fucking riddles and fucking spiritual woo-woo talk and all this fuck shit. Now, here's the thing. I can go deep. I like going deep, but just talking English while we going deep. You know what I mean? Oh, gosh. I just looked it up. I just looked it up. Let me okay. It says in Sigmund and Freud's model, the id and the superego are opposing forces. The id is the unconscious primal source of basic impulses, urges, and desires, sex, aggression, pleasure, while the superego is the moral voice that controls these impulses using societal rules and internalized values. They are mediated by the ego. So I would say I don't fuck. So what is the super ego? Look, I don't care about this shit. Let's just keep going.
Okay. See your type? Why not?
He's very handsome. I love locks. Yeah, you know, I probably wouldn't have popped your balloon, but you popped it before me, so. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's get you to act.
Her energy. I mean, she's the stereo. I mean, look, I'll just say this. She acting classy. She acting cool. Um like how she's carrying herself. I mean, she probably wouldn't have wore that. I mean, obviously it's a dress code. I'd be interested to see what she would award just for a regular Pop the Balloon episode, because she probably would have been disqualified off of that. But so X says the super ego is the restraint of morality. The super ego is the restraint of morality on your impulses. You know what most women don't have. I mean, yeah. I mean, she's not coming across like a fucking bitch. And she's not coming across like a loud ghetto hood rat. So yeah, I get it. The bar's in hell for black women. But compared to most black women, she's coming across nice and cool. And if y'all disagree, you can tell me what put you in that state of mind. Is she a chameleon? I'm sure. Wouldn't it? Look, I'm not saying I would date her because I just automatically wouldn't date a black woman. Just on principle. And I'm not saying there's absolutely no good black women in America. I'm sure there's 5% or something, but that's not worth the risk. Absolutely fucking not worth the risk. Or even if it was 10% of black women who did, look, they're taken. Now, see, I always say, I mean, there's no good reason for a woman to be single after 30. But that goes even more so with black women. Good black women get snatched up quicker than good white women, I would even say. It's such a rare event. Like, yeah, they get snatched up way quicker than good white women, in my opinion. So me trying to go out in the market and date a 26 and up year old black woman thinking that I got one of the good ones and she's still single at 26, fuck no.
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, fuck no. No, yeah.
No way. No how. Youngster.
Another question to the guys.
Okay. What is your 5-year plan?
5-year plan?
Yes.
All right, let's start up here. You can answer the question.
My 5-year plan is to gain as much land as I can and pretty much try to be self-sufficient.
Okay. Okay.
To answer that question, okay, let's say I'm in transition right now.
Okay.
I'm a truck driver. I just got off the road. So I can't really say I have a set 5-year plan right now.
Okay.
I'm jumping back into my calling, what I like to do, you know. So we'll see how it go in the next 5 years. But
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, here goes my ego. I'm a little bit ahead of my 5-year plan already.
Oh,
I have a rental car business, first black-owned rental car business in St. Louis that's doing the numbers I'm doing. So I typically want to grow. Originally I was going to grow like 4 or 5 cars, but now I'm at 16. So hopefully by the end of this year, I'll be at 30.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi. In 5 years, normally I would have said something a lot more, to the point, but I hope to be alive in like the next 5 years, the way this country's going right now. Like, I'd really like to overtake this government in the next 5 years, but seriously, I'd like to retire and move where it's only warm. That's it.
Beautiful. Okay.
Next 5 years, I do construction, so I'm kind of in the middle of converting over and doing real estate and things like that. So in 5 years, like I want to have an apartment complex. I want to have like multi-unit units, and so that's kind of my plan right now.
Okay.
Okay. All right, girl. Excuse. About to turn around.
Charge that back out.
Yeah, we got to charge our backs. All right, so I'm going to throw the question back at you.
Okay.
What is your 5-year?
So my 5-year plan is to basically be more financially literate. I would like to invest in a Roth IRA account. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. I also want to expand my business where I can hire employees. I have my own cleaning service, so I just got a really big contract with a school and a factory. So I also would love to go to Japan within the next 5 years.
Okay. All right, I'm going to have you pop just one balloon.
Okay. I'm so sorry, friend. I am so sorry. I hate to do this.
All right, so let's stay down there. Before we get into why you decided to pop his balloon, why did you have your balloon unpop? And I'm gonna touch you. Is that okay? Never mind. There we go.
I mean, she's very attractive and just like, goal orientated, ambitious, so that was very attractive too.
Okay. And why did you decide to pop his balloon?
I just, it seemed a little lackadaisical, just a little bit. And, you seem like a very sweet guy. I would like to, tote with you, but relationship-wise, no.
Like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, shot back on to the bag. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you ask the guys another question, and then I'll turn it over to them and let them begin to ask you a couple of questions. Okay, what question would you like to ask?
Do you have children? And if you do, how many? And do you plan on having more?
Let's start down here.
Okay.
Start down here. Okay. Got your balloon, right? Yeah, keep it in.
All right. Yes, I have 2 children. I started late. I had my first at 37. So I got a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old.
Okay.
No, I don't plan on having any more.
Okay.
And that's that.
Okay.
So do I say my name again?
You don't have to.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, I have 2 children. One will be 18 in August. The other will be 14 in July. Plan on having any more? That's subjective. We'll
Okay.
see. Yeah, maybe not.
Okay. With the right lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Wife.
Okay. Period. Okay.
So I got 4. I know you said 3, but I got 4. Oldest is 22, 18, 10, and 7.
Okay.
Out of my last marriage.
Okay.
Hi, I have 0, totally open to having some.
Okay. Cool beans. Okay.
All right. Throw that back at you. How many kids do you have?
I have 2. I have a boy and a girl. I have a 10-year-old and a 9-year-old. So, yeah. And I do not plan on having any more.
Okay. Yeah. So let's get you to pop one balloon.
Okay, 1 balloon. Okay.
He popped that 1 balloon.
Yes. Thank you for doing my job.
All right. So before we get into why you decided to pop, why did you have your balloon unpop?
I mean, I think she's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, everything about her, the way personality, everything was great. There's nothing more to say than that, right?
Yeah.
And so why did you decide to pop?
I popped because she said she wasn't willing to have any more children. I haven't even started yet.
Okay.
Respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So outside of that, was he your type? Why not?
He seems very intelligent. I liked how he articulated his words when I asked him about the id and ego. So, yeah, he probably would be a potential match.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so let's stay right here. I'm going to turn it over to the guys. Let them begin to ask you a couple of questions. Okay?
That's fine.
You have a question or two you would like to ask, Maya?
Yes, so when you said your 5-year goal, you said also like an investment RA. So when you dealing with because I have a business, with your growth of your business,
yeah,
within your company, how do you plan on advancing to that?
Well, I'm really big. I'm a content creator, as I stated earlier. So I'm really big, and I also went to college. So I'm really big on PR. I'm really good at marketing. So I know how to attract other people's attention. I know I'm really big on the human brain. So I know how that works as well. I know how to attract, and I know how to seek someone's attention if it's necessary. Yeah.
Excellent.
You have another question you would like to ask?
Move me away with that one.
Okay. All right. Let's leave it right there. You have a question or two you would like to ask Maya?
What was your last relationship?
My last relationship was 2 years ago. I ended it because he wanted to do poly because he was aware that I did poly before, and I told him that I wasn't going to do it, so he thought that he could persuade me with his subconscious, playing mind games. He thought he could persuade me to do it again, and I left.
So you said did, not as in...
Yeah, I did it previously in the past. Okay. Yeah. I learned that, it's good. That's what dating is data collecting. I learned that poly is not for me. Yeah.
Okay.
You have another question you would like to ask?
Do you look to be married someday?
Yes, I actually do. I've been engaged twice.
Twice?
Yes.
What happened there?
So my first relationship, I was too young. It was almost, in a sense, of arranged marriage, so to speak. So I felt like I was being forced to do something I didn't really want to do. Second time, it was my kid's father and you know, we just grew apart.
Understood. I can understand that.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, you have a question or two you would like to ask?
Yes, ma'am. I have full custody of my kids, both of them. I'm a single dad. They both live with me. Would you be willing to take on that kind of responsibility? You said you had two around the same age as mine.
So I do have a very active kid's father. My kid's father is very active. So, you know, I like the setup that I have now. I have a lot of free time. He does take care of his kids. So I don't know how I feel about that. It depends upon how much availability do you need me as far as in mothering, because I'm pretty sure they have a mother. And I don't want to take place of what she has going on. My main concern is to make sure you're okay and you're able to love them properly. And yeah.
Okay.
You have another question you would like to ask?
Yes. In response to the question down there, you said you did poly before.
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, I'm pretty sure that you've, tried to you had more than one man in your life.
Yes.
What makes you not want to try that again?
Oh, well, I'm a very selfish person. Like I said, dating is data collecting. I realized what I like and what I don't like, and I don't like sharing. I really don't. I realized that, I thought that I could be a person that could, make the empire, build the empire and make it bigger. But actually, it was harming me more than it was helping me.
Understood.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, so one balloon.
Okay,
Just
one balloon.
One balloon.
Okay.
You can take your time. I know.
Ah, this is so hard. I'm sorry, friend.
All right. So before we get into why you decided to pop, why did you have your balloon unpop?
I was really just trying to give her a chance to see where I didn't have all the information that I felt like I needed.
Okay.
Why did you decide to pop his balloon?
Well, just based off of, his need to know as far as in taking care of tending to the children and being motherly figure kind of worried me a little bit, made me nervous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, so let's come back down here. We have two guys still holding balloons. We're going to open up communication again between the two of them. But we'll have you ask a question.
Okay.
What question would you like to ask?
I would say, what is a deal breaker for you?
Deal breaker for me. Lack of emotional intelligence, being judgmental, saying I'm the reason for you basking in your femininity.
Okay.
I believe a woman, if she's feminine, she's going to be feminine at all times. It doesn't wage upon whether or not I'm allowing her to be that way, because I'm going to stay in a masculine form always. So,
Okay.
yeah. Too many kids, so you don't have too many of those. You can't have more than me. I really prefer not.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Your same question?
Yeah.
All right. What are your deal breakers?
Being stagnated in life. You can't move, you stagnated, and also being indecisive as a person. Individuality is just.
Ooh, I'm a very indecisive person.
Yes,
Yeah, like I don't know what to eat. I don't know what to wear.
And what's your sign?
I'm a Leo. Oh. How about you?
Scorpio.
Ooh, Jesus. Sorry. Sorry. So sorry, friend. I'm so sorry. You scared me.
Okay, so we have a lot to unpack.
This woman is fucking nuts. This woman is nuts.
So anyway, to Cunty B. I want to talk about Cunty B real quick. If y'all remember what I said about Cunty B, we never got along ever. I mean, it was nothing I did. She was just always a cunt to me from day one. Huge cunt. But anyway, I guess the main point about Cunty B is that she was single for 10 years. And I mean, I can't say with 100% certainty she was getting pumped and dumped throughout those 10 years. But look, let's be real. She's an attractive girl, big ass, big tits. She was getting pumped and dumped. Like, let's just, and she go to parties, she go out of town. Let's just be real. It's a 97% chance she was getting pumped and dumped for 10 years. So, um, and honestly, I just felt like no, she's probably never gonna get anybody at this point. But okay, but like I always say, any woman could get a boyfriend. Just one flick of the wrist. um, but I was just thinking to myself, it's a possibility it's already over. Or if she do get a boyfriend, it'll be 3 months, 6 months, not work out. I wasn't hopeful. But then all of a sudden, like a phoenix from the ashes, she pop up with a boyfriend. Um, she pops up with a boyfriend one day. So, and I was honestly kind of shocked. I mean, not shocked that I thought it was impossible that she can get a boyfriend, but you know, either way. So anyway, look. So the question I asked myself when she popped up with a boyfriend is, well, I try to do my red pill analysis. So before I even met him, I was saying to myself, okay, he's one of 2 or 3 guys. Okay. Well, like one of 2 guys, really. Y'all can help me out. Y'all can help me if I'm missing an archetype he could have been. Okay, so this is a fairly attractive woman, or obviously the looks are fading. A fairly attractive woman, big ass, big tits. Um, who's been getting pumped and dumped for a decade, presumably, and then pop up with a boyfriend after 10 years of no boyfriend. So this guy is either he either got one of the Chads and Tyrones to finally commit for some strange reason. She found a top 10 percenter to commit. She found a top 10 percenter that was dumb enough to commit to a 30 plus bar thought. That was one option. One of the bad boy, pretty boy player, asshole, Chad and Tyrone types finally committed to her after 10 years of not doing it. And yeah, and the dude's her age. The dude is in her age range. So I'm like, that's one option. She finally was able to bag one of them after a decade. That's one option. Or I said the other option is he's just some beta male simp who just happy to be there. Just happy to be getting some pussy and just happy to have a woman return his calls. I'm like, it's one of those two. Or the third option is it's a Chad or Tyrone that he's not looking to take her serious for life, but he's just a Chad or Tyrone that see, let me break this down. Let me break this down. You have T Orlando types. I would call I would just say T Orlando is like a 9 or a 10. I mean, I don't know what he looked like, but based on his stories, he would be the archetype of a 9 or 10 guy, right? And that was the first option I said that, Cunty B finally snagged one of those 9s or 10s for some stupid reason. But then you have, the beta male bitch boy who just be happy to have a girlfriend. That's a guy. But then we have a guy in the middle. Let's talk about a guy in the middle. The guy in the middle, he's not a 9 or a 10, but he's like a 7 or 8. He's like a 7 or 8. His history with women, he get pussy here and there. He still got to put in a little work, but over the years, he did. Let me put it in numbers to make it easier. Let me put it in numbers to make it easier. The 9 and 10 guys. The 9 or 10 guys, let's just say they got a body count of 30 and up. Just to put a number on it. The 9 or 10 guys got a body count of 30 and up. Then you got the 7 or 8 guy. Yeah, X, I think you pretty much got it figured out. X, you basically said what I'm about to say. But anyway, the 9 or 10 guy got a body count of 30. The 7 or 8 guy, he ain't swimming in pussy like 9s or 10s, but he got a body count of 8 or 9. You know, he get pussy at 2 years or something. You know, he ain't completely, like, he could get pussy. If he really put the effort in, he could fuck a chick or 2 a year if he really put the effort in. You know? You know, he ain't swimming in it, but he could get it. You know what I mean? And then you have the 5 or 6 guy. Now he may have had sex before. But when he gets sex, it's like, today is my fucking lucky day. Like, it's so that 5 or 6 area is basically like the complete, basically beta simp who's really just happy to be there. He still believe in the fairy tale and all that shit. You know what I mean? So those are the 3 archetypes that I assume that if she got a boyfriend, it was one of those 3, and likely it was one of the either the 5 or 6 or the 6 or 7. I was highly doubtful that when I met this guy, he was gonna be some alpha male, tall, handsome, fit alpha male who understands women. I'm just like, no, because if you understand women, he's not fucking taking a woman serious who's, you know, in her 30s, who clearly was a bar thought, just even based off her Instagram page. Like, no. So, hold on. Anyway, so, but let's talk about the 6, or no, let's talk about the 7 or 8 guy with the body count of like 10. See, you got the 7 or 8 simp, and then you got the 7 or 8 fairly red pill type guy. Okay? So the 7 or 8 red pill guy, he still like believes in relationships. He's red pill, but he would still be willing to get in a relationship, and he still somewhat believes in a fairy tale. But the point I'm trying to make is that 7 or 8 guy, he would be just highly skeptical of Cunty B. Just highly skeptical of Cunty B. How do I want to put this? See, okay. So the red pill 7 or 8. So okay, I said it was 3 archetypes. I'm gonna make it 4 now. I'm gonna make it 4. First archetype, the 9 or 10 Chad, who's completely red pill. He ain't wifing up none of these fucking thoughts. He know the game like the back of his hand. So if he was the wife, so if 9 or 10 Chad was to wife up a woman, she legit has to be like a traditional virgin, come from a good home. Like she would legit have to be the ideal archetype of wife for 9 or 10 aware alpha Chad to wife a bitch. He ain't playing no fucking games with it at all. Okay? He's not, no. If you on Instagram, look like you at a party and some tight shit in your, no, he's just no. He ain't going for no fuck shit. He ain't. There's no room. He knows these bitches like the back of his hand. There's no. I don't want to say there's no tricking him because we human, but there's damn near no tricking him. His standards are high as fuck, and he ain't budging. So that's one archetype. The next archetype is the red 7 or 8. The red 7 or 8, he's red pill aware, but he definitely can get tricked more. For sure. He definitely he got his eyes open a little bit. He's the type he gonna question it like, damn, she 30 plus. I see she traveling. I'm seeing all these bar pics on her Instagram. Like, this a little shaky. But he's the type. Well, let me just get to know her though. He's red pill, but he's still like, well, let me just at least get to know her. There's some room for error there because he's still willing to just see what she talking about. He willing to see what she talking about. But let me be clear about this. After he see what she talking about, because he's red pilled, he may say, okay, I mean, she probably used to be a whore. Well, she got a whore pass. Nice ass, nice tits. She cool. She acting cool. I fuck with her. I'm probably never gonna marry her, and I'm probably never gonna have kids with her, and I might not ever move in with her, but she cool. So I'll fuck with the bitch. And let's just see what happens. I'll fuck with the bitch. Probably ain't gonna marry her, probably ain't gonna have kids with her, but let's just see. Other than that, let's see what happens. So that guy, as long as the bitch is fucking and sucking him consistently and acting nice to him, he'll keep the bitch around I guess you could say what you want to call it? I don't even want to say a situationship, but you could be my casual girlfriend. I just call it a casual girlfriend. It's not quite a situationship. I call you my girlfriend, but this ain't going nowhere. This ain't never going nowhere serious. That's the third archetype. As long as the bitch keep fucking and sucking and acting nice, he'll keep the bitch around. Okay? And then we got the blue 7 or 8. We got the blue pill 7 or 8. And then let me break this down real quick. This is the ideal guy women look for after 30 and 40 and 50. This is the quintessential archetype that women are looking for from 30 to 60. Is Mr. Blue 78. Blue 78. He's Mr. Blue 78. This is I'm gonna say it again, the quintessential archetype of what the Kendra G bitches are talking about. The blue pilled 7 or 8. Cause he's still like, he got a pretty good job. It ain't 100K, but he is. Look, let me see if I can pull him up on. Let me see if I can pull up Blue 78. Blue 78. Let's see if I can pull him up. On the see if I can. No. Blue 78 after 30. Now see, so Blue 78 is about. Well, you know what? There's probably 5 archetypes because there are blue 9s and 10s. There are blue 9s and 10s. So there's probably there's probably 5 archetypes. And let me say this real quick. Because what did I say? I said the blue and red 7 or 8, the blue and red 5 or 6, Well, let me. So the blue and red 7 or 8, the blue or red 9 or 10, and then you have the blue and red 6 and belows. Okay, we'll do it like this: the blue and red 9 and 10s, and the blue and red 6 to 8s. Okay, and then we have the 5 and belows, the blue and red 5 and belows. Now, before we look up blue 78, let's talk about the blue and red 5 and belows. Okay. The I mean, I don't really need to explain the blue 5 and belows. But here's the thing about being a 5 and below. Even if you a blue 5 and below, look, you got to be nature makes the 5 and belows a little red. So I would say the most red pill, blue pill guy, I don't know if I'm saying that right. The least blue pill guy, if that makes sense, is the sub 5 blue pill guys. Because nature has still red, even though they're trying to hold on to the blue pill, they get smacked by the red pill reality every day. The sub 5 guys, it's hard for a sub 5 guy to be super duper blue pill. Because he's every day he's getting smacked with the red pill. You ugly, you short. Yo. Why you acting so weird? He gets smacked with that shit every day. But let me say this. The sub 5 red pill guys, and I guess you can call them the black pill guys. They listen to me, and this is no disrespect, but the sub 5 red pill guys, they don't have any idea, bro. Let a bitch come suck they dick and start smiling at them. That red pill shit will go out the window in a second. Let me say that again. The sub 5 red pill guys who be talking all that shit, aka the black pill, them motherfuckers ain't tested and proven. I don't believe them. I don't believe any of them. I don't believe them. I just because their red pill hasn't truly been tested because they don't really get bitches at all. So they could talk this shit on the internet and they can logically say, oh yeah, that makes sense. And you know, what RB saying makes sense and female nature, that's cute. But let a cute bitch come start sucking their dick and giving them attention. Man, that red pill shit gonna go out the window so fucking fast. It really is. So I don't want to say that sub 5 red pill guys are frauds. I mean, I'm not saying they're frauds, but I know what's really up with them. They're not tested. They're the least tested red pill guys. The least tested and proven red pill guys. But anyway, let's see if we can pull up Blue 78, the woman that pretty much every um the man that pretty much every woman over 30 is looking for. A guy he's not quite super high value, but he's above average enough in one or two categories that she could still kind of flex him a little bit. Because let me tell you what it is. She can still flex him a little bit, but she don't got to have the anxiety of having a 9 or a 10 that's literally got her on the chopping block every day. Women don't like that anxiety. And I'm going to do another episode that's called Women Really Don't Want High Value Alphas, because they're not cut out for high value alphas. They couldn't make the cut. And even if they got in a relationship with him, they wouldn't it wouldn't last because he got expectations and standards that he's going to hold you to. And these bitches don't want to live up to those. But that's another live stream. The reason why Blue 78 is so popular with women over 30, because look, they could flex him on one hand, but on the other hand, he's not high value. He's not so high value and so red pilled that she's gonna be too much on the chopping block. They want that guy who's slightly above average, but self-esteem is not high enough to know that I'm not worth it. He's kind of cute. He's kind of fit. He kind of got a good job, but he ain't the shit enough to know I ain't shit. But at the same time, I can still flex him a little bit. That's that perfect mix they looking for. Hold on. What? Okay. So let's see if we can pull him up. Blue 78. He's 30 to. Let's just say he's 30 to 50. He's not married, of course. Any race. He don't gotta be 6 feet, but 5'10". See, still above average, but nothing crazy. He's not obese. He's not obese. Okay. And for a salary, oh yeah, facts to Orlando. That's why I always say, yeah, 9s and 10s, they're just not relationship material on either side, in my opinion. I wouldn't advise anybody to be with. I wouldn't. I mean, 9s or 10s on either side, male 9s or 10s or female. It's just too much pressure. It's too much attention. I just want to live my life. Like that's why. Yeah, I genuinely. People don't believe you when you say, "Nah, I don't want a bad bitch." Oh yeah, whatever, nigga. You just can't get one. No, I genuinely. I don't know. I don't want a bad bitch. Too entitled, too needy, too much attention when we out. I constantly got to fight and argue with niggas. Hey, no, that's my girl. Like I don't want to know. That shit is exhausting. Cool. But anyway. Scotty says they don't want men in there who are 50. I mean, it depends, bro. Like, I get what you're saying. But I mean, if the bitch is 42, it just depends on the age of the woman. But as a general rule, I'm gonna say 30 to 50. Trust me, if I'm gonna keep it 30 to 50. Yeah, niggas is always testing you. If you got a bad bitch, bro, you better know how to fight. But even if you know how to fight, who the fuck want to fight all the time? In they right mind? Like, no, that's me. That's my girl. Oh no, that shit get old. And then niggas constantly want to test you and belittle you. They'll come up to you and try to belittle you. I guess thinking that if I punk this dude enough, she'll go home with me. Or if let me try to play him so she can look at him different. So maybe I got a better chance. Just a whole bunch of sucker shit. All the sucker shit come out of men and when a bad bitch in the room. Unless you're a rare breed like myself. Wink, wink. But yeah, like, no, I ain't on that sucker shit. At least not in that way. But anyway. So he's 30 to 50. He's not married. Any race. He's about 5'10". Or even if he could be 5'9". 5'9", 5'10". He's not obese. He don't make 6 figures, but he make 50 to, let's just say 60. What's the average? I think the average is, they'll take 60. They'll take 60. 5'10", 60K. He's still, he's clearly a solid motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? He ain't Mr. High Value, but he's clearly solid. I mean, it don't give us a chance of it, putting other qualities. But yeah, he work out. He work out. He makes 60K. He ain't shorty, 5'10", above average. Probably got a nice little personality. Yeah, good enough to kind of still flex. Yeah, I got me a solid motherfucker. But not good enough to leave my ain't shit ass. That perfect sweet spot. I'm sure this is still going to say he's Mr. 1% or something. Yeah, Mr. 2.8. Yeah, Mr. 2.8. See, from 15 to 20, they was looking for Mr. 0.5, but now they'll take Mr. 2.8. But see, the crazy thing is, even though they're still getting Mr. 2.8, They feel like they're settling for Mr. 2.8. This is still a fucking elite man, but not the women. He might as well be Mr. 40, Mr. top 40% in their eyes. She's still like really settled. Trying to see how I could. Let's just say he could be 5'6", make 40K. Still Mr. Top 10%, but yeah. What else was I gonna say? So anyway, I'm about to get off here, but before I get off here, it says no fatties, no chronic health issues, no bad habits, cleans up well, so she can show them off to the girlies. No shorties, no baldies, no bad teeth. I mean, yeah. Mr. Blue 78. Let's finish up on Cunty B. So they're about to move in. Oh, so I didn't finish. Okay, so my assessment. So when she said she had a boyfriend, I'm like, he's either blue pill 6 or 8, or somewhat red pill 6 or 8. Is what I estimated. I mean, it was on the table that he was gonna be a blue 9 or 10, but I was highly doubtful of that. Highly doubtful of blue 9 or 10. So I figured he's either a blue or red 6 to 8. I was highly doubtful she was gonna go below. She probably would just prefer to just stay single than get a sub, to get a 5 or below, blue or red 5 or below. So I guess the question is he a blue 6 or 8, 6 through 8, or red 6 through 8? He's moving in with her. So simply off the fact that he's moving in with her, I'm gonna go with a blue 6 through 8, who's kind of just happy to be there and still believes in the fairy tale. He's not a bad looking guy at all. I mean, I don't really know how to rate guys, but I would say he's fit. See, I don't know I don't know how tall he. Let's see. I mean, yeah, he's probably Mr. Like I just pulled up. He's probably still Mr. 2.8. I don't know how tall he is. But yeah, I would say definitely under 6 feet. He's not short, but he's definitely under 6 feet. Um, he's fit, so that right there puts him in an elite, probably category. He's pretty fit. He has a regular job. I mean, I don't know his exact salary, but it ain't nothing. It's just a regular job. It ain't. I mean, I'll just put it like that. He definitely ain't rolling in the dough. He just paying bills like the rest of us. But I would say he's handsome and fit though. So yeah, even when women settle, they still try to get Mr. Top 5%. Let's just say top 10%. Even when they settle, they still going for top 10%. But yeah, as far as if he's blue pilled or red pilled, I'm gonna definitely go with blue at this point. They're moving in. I'm just gonna say blue. Now, here's the thing about Cunty B. What I think about Cunty B. Personally, I think Cunty B is kind of a shitty human. Just personally, if I'm being brutally honest. Um, if I'm being brutally honest, I would not advise any man I know and like to date Cunty B because I've seen the worst of her because she doesn't like me. So I've literally seen the ugliest, most demonic part of her character. So yeah, I wouldn't advise any man to fuck with her. So as far as what kind of deal I think bro is getting, I think he getting a horrible fucking deal, frankly. Seemed like a pretty solid dude. I mean, I don't know him like that, but seemed like a solid dude. I think he's getting a horrible fucking deal. And I don't think he has any idea what the fuck he's getting into, which is why I'm pretty sure he's the blue pill 6 through 8 because he hasn't picked up. Apparently, he hasn't picked up on. But okay. But let me point this out. So do I think they'll last? Well, I'll try to get back to that. Remind me, X, to get back to that question if I think they'll last. But I also got to consider she hasn't fucked me, so that brings a whole different brain chemistry into things. He getting that pussy, he clapping them fat cheeks, so that's a whole different thing. And then obviously she's showing him they're still somewhat in the honeymoon phase. I mean, they haven't lived together or anything. So this can still be considered the nice girl honeymoon phase. So he's seeing the best of her. I mean, she's being on her best behavior. I mean, I'm sure they got in a little tiff probably in 2 years, but for the most part, she's been on her best behavior. So I'm sure he's seeing a completely different side of her than I've seen. But yeah, I want to see the worst of a woman before I make any real solid proclamations or commitments. Like, let me see what you like at your worst. I want to see what you really own. So, and he's gonna see that other side one way or a fucking another. I mean, they're about to move in, so he's gonna see. He's gonna see it. There's only so long a fucking demon can hide. Now, here's the thing. I don't, even though Cunty B has been a cunt to me since I've known her for years, still don't hate the bitch because these bitches women aren't worth hating, man. They're just pathetic. Even when they're rude and cruel to you, they're not fucking worth hating, man. They just pathetic creatures, most of them. They ain't worth hating. Nobody's worth hating. I don't preach hate on this channel. It's just pointless. There's no point in hating the Hler. There's no point in hating the orange man in office now. Hate, I mean, what is that gonna do for your life? I mean, hating anybody, no matter how horrible they are. Or just these white dudes. I mean, there's other races too who hate black people, but just these white dudes who just so press the niggers. I just can't, like, bro, just move. Even if you're right, cool, you're right. The niggers are the worst, but just move on with your life, sir. You sitting around hating the niggers and steam coming out of your ears over the niggers, it's not gonna do anything for your life, sir. Who the hell is Clooner? I have no idea who Clooner is, but I wonder if she got some good pussy. Cunty B. Cunty B probably is fire in bed. Probably is fire in bed. Great ass. Like, I can't front about that. No matter how mean she is to me, great fucking ass. Love that. I ain't gonna lie about that. So just from a sexual fantasy standpoint, oh yeah, I definitely clap those cheeks with pleasure. Big tits too. Like, so body wise, oh yeah, I bust all over that. I mean, I'm a horrible person, but just body wise, oh absolutely. Back shots sound like 4th of July, I'm sure. But yeah, as a person, fuck no. Hell no. Fuck no. So yeah, do I think he's getting a good deal? Hell no. But here's the thing, I was making a point. I don't hate her. And oddly enough, I actually do want it to work out for her. Because I mean, I don't. It's like I say with all these train wrecks. Miserable women are bad for society. Miserable single women are bad for everyone. So, like, so regardless of how I feel about her or how she treats me, like her being single and miserable in the world is not good for the world. So back to X's question, will it last? Oh gosh. Will it last? Well, let me start here. I'm fucking blown away that it's lasted 2 years. It's not that I don't want it to last, but I'm just if we being honest, I'm fucking I'm very shocked it lasted 2 years. Um, will it last? I'm just trying to think how can I even assess it so far? Okay, if I had to go by my red pill knowledge just on paper, just like based on what I know about the story on paper, I would say no. Okay, here's a better question. Let's start here. Let's start here. I said I was about to get off here, but I really wanted to finish all my thoughts on Cunty B. Um, I've lost most of my audience. Because we just talking shit now. How long have I been on? A little bit over 2 hours. Okay. Let's go here. Do I think she genuinely likes him? Because see, this is what I want to break down. On paper, she's the stereotypical bitch we talk about on this channel. Single for 10 years, getting pumped and dumped by Chads and Tyrones, shitty character, entitled, this and that. Like, okay. Typical bitch we talk about. So if I had to take a guess about or the red pill assumption is that her pair bonding ability is fucking shot. Pair bonding ability is shot. Um there's another person I could talk about on this channel too, that another woman I know that I don't want to get into too many details, but maybe we'll talk about that tonight if I come on tonight. Okay, the question is, can a ran through bar thought meet a guy and genuinely fall in love with him after being ran through? I mean, yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Um, I don't want to say just because a bitch is ran through, it's completely impossible for her to pair bond with another dude after being ran through. I'm not gonna say that. Um, I don't know if I said this before on my channel, but let me say this. I think it's actually worse. I think it, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I think it could potentially be better for a woman to have casual one night stands for 10 years versus having 5 or 6 situationships where she was kinda, like, in love with the dude and they were kinda fucking with each other. It wasn't a relationship, but they kinda was fucking with each other for 6 months, a year, and then that finally cut that off or he left her and did another situationship for 6 months to a year, and then to me, those women are the women who really can't fucking pair bond after, like, it because there's more damage there because they keep having these failed deep love affairs versus just, oh, I met that guy at the bar and fucked him and, we text a few times, but that was it. I actually think that causes less damage. Like fucking 20 guys, having 21 night stands at the bar to me, damage you less for a potential long term relationship than if you had 6 or 7 year situationships. Well, let me know what y'all think about that. The hell, SW? Wait, she is a SW. Okay. RB, whenever a woman fucks, she is emotionally invested unless she is a sex worker. I mean, you see what you're saying, but let me put it like this. For Cunty B. Obviously I don't know her personal life like that. So ain't no telling what's been going on the 10 years before she met this guy. But if I had to take a wild guess, I would say it was more like super casual flings, not like long-term situationships. Like kick it with a guy for a week or two, fuck him a couple times, like something like that. So if a woman then had 6 or 7 failed relationships slash situationships in over 10 years, it's like, okay, yeah, you look, you've proven that you can't stick with one fucking guy when a relationship starts or a situationship starts that goes a little deeper. I would have less faith that that woman would ever be in a lifelong lasting relationship ever in her life. The possible positive with Conti B is I believe she may have had more super surface level casual flings over the 10 years. So in a sense, she wasn't the wounds, even if there were a couple wounds, having a weak fling with a dude or something, or even if it was a little hurt there, the wounds aren't as deep as if she would have had 7 1-year situationships where she was really kind of in love with these dudes. Then it might be over. But since I think she probably just had a bunch of super casual flings and one night stands, I think she has a better chance when she does meet a guy, which she possibly did, and bond deeply with him, that deep bond can still possibly be there, if that makes sense. Um, so here's the thing. I get the vibe that she really does like this guy. Yeah, I get the vibe that she really does like this guy, and she probably is, or I'm sure if I asked her, or if somebody asked her, I'm sure she would say at this point, after 2 years, she's probably in love. So T Orlando says disagree because I'm sure she met a bunch of guys she really liked, but they just pumped and dumped her. So she thinks all the men are like that because she deals with eights. Um, well, I guess we're past that point because she's with somebody for 2 years at this point. So, and like I said, I think she's probably in love, whatever that means, guys. Like I don't know what I don't know what. See, I go deeper. Y'all know me. I do a long term horizon when we talk about relationships. So this is still the honeymoon phase. The question is, what is she gonna do when shit get real, and when she get bored, or when the relationship kind of stagnates and it just get boring? I mean, if you're gonna be with somebody for 50 years, the shit that's boring. So the question is, another question. Let me throw out there real quick. Here Orlando says she is just waiting for him to show his true colors. She doesn't trust him. She has too much emotional damage. I mean, look, she's trusting him enough to move in. So even though this bitch don't like me and treats me like shit, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. Show how unbiased RB is. I think she does trust him. I mean, she's moving in with him. A bitch who just been getting pumped and dumped for 10 years, so she's let some type of guard down, which is good. Wait, yeah, so I'll just say, um, I'll just say Yeah, I won't say anything. But so let's as far as her job, she just got a regular job. I mean, they both just got regular jobs. So I don't know if I mean, obviously, two people paying bills is better than one person paying bills, but I don't know if I don't get the vibe that she's using him for money. I'll just put it like that. Um, X says he's moving in with her, right? I'll just say they're getting a place together. So it's not he's not moving in with they're getting a new place together, I'll say. And I guess I can't say for sure, but if I had to take a wild guess, this is going to be a 50-50 bill thing. I don't think this is going to be a provider situation, so he's smart there. Um, this is the age-old question: can you turn a hoe into a housewife? Can you turn a hoe into a housewife? This is what I'll say. Obviously, I wouldn't tell him to marry her. I wouldn't tell any man to marry any woman at this point in America. But if I had to give him any advice, I would definitely say, okay, y'all about to move in. I would tell him you need to just live with her for 3 years. I mean, you're already moving in, so ain't no going back. I mean, you can move out, but I'm saying the whole thing of me telling him not to move in with her, that's already out the window. So since you're gonna live with her, I would say go ahead and live with her for 3 years before you make any life altering decisions. But here's the thing. When you did this is the rough part about dating women in their 30s. That clock is ticking, and I'm pretty sure she wants kids. So this is where men start to feel pressure. I love her and she wants kids, so let me just give her what she wants. Nah, my brother. It's still possible to have kids at a certain point, but I wouldn't. I would at least live with her for at least another two, at least another 2 years, man. Minimum, minimum, minimum. I mean, really, I would say 3. But if we want to talk about the biological clock and that whole thing, and if he want kids, and that's a whole nother question. Would I advise him to have kids with her? Ugh. I mean, obviously, I gotta say no because, like I said, I don't think she's a good person. So, I guess my final answer would be no. Um, I mean, look, either way, it's a risk, y'all. Either way, it's a fucking risk. So, but generally speaking, what I say, he's taking a bad bet and he didn't do his vetting process properly. Yeah, I would say, yeah, he didn't vet properly, and um, he's currently living through a bad bet that could work out. I'm not gonna say it can't work out. I hope it work out. But he's living through a bad bet right now, and I'm hoping it work out. So, um, here I'll put it like this: if he was my best friend, and I was giving him some honest fucking opinion, I would tell him not to have kids with her, just simply off of yeah, pumped and dumped and not a good person. I couldn't advise him to have kids with her, but I would say this. And then again, I don't know where he is with having kids. I don't know how bad he want kids. Um, this is this is what we got to keep in mind, folks. Obviously, this man doesn't feel like he have a lot of options. If I had to take a guess, this isn't a guy who was swimming in pussy, or he wouldn't be with her in the first place. He would be aware enough to not be with her in the first place. You know what I mean? So the fact that he's even with her, been with her for 2 years, about to move in with her, with this quality of woman, I already know where his head at, and I already know what his options were. They weren't they weren't plentiful. His options weren't plentiful. Now let me say that let's really break this shit down. Let's really I wanna play devil's advocate for once. If he's with her, then he doesn't care if she's a good mother. What do you mean, X? I don't know what that means. You said if he's with her, then he doesn't care if she's a good mother. I don't really get that comment. Did he tell her that he wants to have children? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But let's I wanna come at this from a different angle, guys. I wanna come at this from a different angle. An angle I usually don't come from. So let's assess him. I think he's a good looking guy. Um, and he's fit and he got a decent job. So let's go back to the calculator. Let's go back to the calculator. Okay, so the whole thing about if it's obvious that she's not good mother material. Here's the thing about her being good mother material. I seen her around some kids, and she seems to be good around kids. I mean, a lot of women are like. It doesn't take being a good person to be good around kids. Okay, so if we want to break down, do I think she would be a bad mom? Maybe not. I'm not saying she would be a bad mom. I can't say. I don't think she's a good person, but you could be a bad person and be a good parent. If that make I don't know if that sounds like it makes sense to y'all, but what I'm saying is you got people who I'm sure y'all seen the movie Casino or not yeah, Casino. Y'all seen the movie Casino. And obviously this is debatable, but Nicky Santoro, he had a great relationship with his kid. I mean, granted, I don't know if you want to call him a bad dad because he did crime and he was a murderer. But I mean, does that inherently make you a bad dad? I don't know. But the movie painted him as a great fucking dad. He was at the baseball games. He made sure he was home every morning to cook little Nicky his pancakes. He fucking adored his son. I mean, he from what the movie shows, he was a great fucking dad. Bad, terrible human, fucking murderer, psychopath. But his relationship with his son was wonderful, and he was definitely there for his kid. Took care of his kid. Um, so I'm not gonna say she would be a bad mom. I wouldn't say that. I think she's a bad person, but I'm not gonna say she'd be a bad mom. Yeah, I can't say that. Them pancakes look fire. Um, so let's go here. Really, what I wanted to say. Look, all these bitches are pretty much the same. Is where I'm about to head with this. Whether she pumped and dumped, you know, most of these bitches are the same, bruh. So the point that, but I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll get there. So how much of a bad deal is this really if most of these bitches ain't shit is where I'm headed. I mean, I know I'm painting Cunty B as kind of is pretty bad, but I mean she's probably not any more bad than 90% of these bitches out here. So if he let's say he leave her tomorrow, what is he really leaving her for if he wants so if I mean if he's leaving her to go find something oh so much greater, chances are but we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. We gonna fucking get into it. So he's Mr. Top 5 percenter. All right. Now see, let's start here. Okay, so what do you mean X? So X says if there are no kids, it's not that bad, especially if they rent. So what perspective are you coming? Are you saying that it's not that bad that he's fucking with this bitch? You know, he's getting help with some bills and he getting some pussy, so you know he's not really in that bad of a spot since there's no kids. Is that kind of what you're saying? And I would agree. If the bitch, regardless of if she a ex hoe or whatever we want to say, or if her character is kind of trash based on what I know, hey, he getting pussy and half his rent paid. So you know he, as of right now, he's not really losing. Um, and I guess I would agree. He fucking a bitch with big ass and big titties who probably being nice to him, and he gonna have somebody that pay half his bills. So I mean, if we want to just talk about short term or just as of right now, it ain't really that bad of a deal. Okay, Avery says I worked my ass off my 20s and early 30s working two jobs since 19, saved and bought an okay house last year at 39 years old. Childless at this point, I don't even crave sex for a woman's existence. Hey, I get it. I ain't mad. I mean, yeah, I get it. He says my dog, bills paid, grilling, watching TV keeps me happy. That's what's up, Avery. Women did it to themselves. Yeah, they did. X says now if he has a retirement plan that she could get, I would need a prenup. Okay, so are you suggesting that he may be married, X? Let me see what I would tell him to do. First, let's assess this. Paper, he's Mr. 5%er, which seems crazy, but hold on, let me see if he's 30 to 40, not married, not obese. Yeah, on paper, he's Mr. 5%er. But let's talk about this. Just because on paper he's Mr. 5%er doesn't mean he get bitches. And yeah, like I said, I think he's a good, fairly good looking dude. He's definitely fit. Like you could, I mean, he wear like the tight shirts. You could see that the motherfucker work out. Like his body could attract women, no homo. Like, but if you just see him out and about, you're like, oh yeah, this nigga fit. I mean, there's no question about that. Um, I'm gonna break that down real quick about just because you 5%er don't mean you get bitches. Even though you good looking and got a nice body, don't mean you get bitches. But let's see. T Orlando says if the money was contributed before the marriage, she can't get it in the divorce. Okay. X is saying I'm saying it's okay to get married if there's no kids, no property, your assets are protected. Okay, I see what you're saying, X. T Orlando says in at least half of the prenups I've seen her thrown out. Yeah, I heard that. Whenever I feel down, I go to the calculator for an ego boost. Yeah, that's funny, T Orlando. Yeah, it's an ego boost. Yeah, because T Orlando is fucking Mister 0.0001%. We looked it up one day. Um, but back to what I was saying. Just because you're Mister 5%er don't mean you get bitches. And had to, if I had to guess why he doesn't get bitches, if he doesn't get bitches or didn't get bitches before Cunty B, I mean, he seems like a fairly nice guy. I mean, I don't know the motherfucker like that, so I can't vouch too much for his character and how he is. But from what I gathered, he seems like a genuinely respectable, respectful, nice guy. And y'all know women are repulsed by that shit. Most women are they're just fucking repulsed by a nice guy. They just are. So my point is, the ultimate point I was gonna make is, okay, he leaves her to go back out and what? And get another ain't shit bitch? Like, my point is, they've been together for 2 years. So as much as I don't like Cunty B and she doesn't like me, something is going right so far for 2 years. All right? Yeah, but yeah, I mean, on paper, he should be rolling in pussy. But my point is with this, no, just because you're Mr. 5%er don't mean you're rolling in pussy. It just doesn't, especially if you're a nice fucking guy. Um. So I said all that to say, if I had to give him some brutal advice, would I tell him to leave her? Look, honestly, look, at some point in life, if you want a relationship or you want kids or you whatever, you just gonna have to fucking bite the bullet and take the risk. He already been with her for 2 years. Look, it could work out. I'm not gonna say it's impossible for it not to work. It could work out. So my advice to him would be, my advice to him would be, okay, let's talk about the kids. Let's talk about the kid thing first. Let's say he wants a kid, or at least one kid or something. Okay, what are the chances that he- he's gonna find some 28 and under Christian conservative with one body? Like, you see what I'm saying? What are the fucking chances that he's gonna meet this super sweetheart conservative with who's a virgin or only got one body? Who's likely not. Likely not. And so, if he want kids and Cunty B, this bitch, if she keep acting right for another year or two, I would just tell him to fucking go ahead and do it. Just fucking go ahead and do it, man. Like, cause what you see, like, what else is he gonna fucking you know? As much of a cunt as I think she is, in her age range these days, the fact that she's maintained a 2-year relationship sets her apart. It does. As much as I don't like her and I don't think she's a good person, if I'm judging objectively, the fact that she even was able to maintain um a 2-year relationship is kind of solid. I got to give her fucking props for these. I mean, for somebody who's been single for 10 years and probably been getting pumped and dumped, I got to give it to her. So here's what my advice would be. I would tell him don't get married because there's just no fucking point. Like, for him, there's just no fucking point other than the what would you call it? The vanity metric of it, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. The fucking, oh, just to say, oh, I'm married, I did the right thing aspect of it. But look, I would just tell them flat the fuck out, no marriage. If they want to do a ceremony, fine. Fuck it. If you want to do the ceremony, fuck it, fine. Do the little dog and pony show, get her a ring, let her have her day, fuck it. But so yeah, I would definitely tell him not to get married. That's out the window completely. If he wants kids with the bitch, I would tell him to go ahead and fucking do it. Just do it, bro. If you want kids, ain't nothing. It ain't gonna be nothing else better out here. Cause he only getting older too. So yeah, he's not gonna find some 23-year-old Christian conservative virgin if you break up with her now. So just fucking do it. Even though she's a cunt and a bitch, so is every other woman out here. So if you want kids, just pick a cunt and bitch that's seem like she acting nice for a few years and just fucking bite the bullet and hope for the best. That's all you could do if you want kids in America. Cause pretty much all these bitches ain't shit. So no matter what woman you get with, you biting the bullet and taking a huge fucking risk. So if you want kids, just do it. Just fucking do it. Um, the bright side, or not the bright side, she does come from a decent family. I'll give her. She does come from a decent family, so that is a plus. I'll give her that. And I'll say this. I'll say this. This is also a plus in her favor. That fucking bitch. Look, wait, let me read X's comment. He says the only reason to get married is it makes it easier to take care of other one if they get sick or commit crimes together. So you can't be made to testify against your spouse. I never heard of that. I've never heard of that. I'm gonna have to look that up. But anyway, T. Orlando says, RB, the ceremony is dangerous. I saw a case where they didn't get married, but the judge said they had a ceremony and held themselves out as married. So the court found there is a marriage and she got money. I never heard of that, but hey, you're the lawyer, T. Orlando. So I mean, I'll take your word for it. I don't know how common that is, or what city or state that was in, or what the fuck's up with that. But um, okay, so fuck it, fuck the ceremony, whatever. Either well, look, whatever. But my point is, um, um, so yeah, I would say don't get married. You might as well just bite the bullet if you want a kid. And the positive thing I would say is she does come from a good family, and I do believe that if they had kids, she would really try to make it work. Just off the fact that her family would not be okay with her breaking up her family over some goofy shit. Because I just wasn't feeling the spark anymore. Like, her family would have a big problem with her frivolously breaking up the family if she had kids. I will say that. But here's the thing. Look, we'll see what happened. They're just about to move in, so this is where the rubber meets road when you live with a motherfucker. So from the moment they move in, we over the next year or two after the moment they move in, I'll really be able to make a we'll see what is made of this next year or two of them living together. I'll put it like that. I really genuinely do hope for the best for numerous reasons. I really do hope it work out genuinely. Um, RB, I sat in court watching it, and it had to wait, and had to write the order finding there was a marriage, and she got division of assets. That's fucking crazy, man. It's fucking. So yeah, it's to be continued. Um, yeah, it's to be continued. Maybe later I'll tell y'all about another woman I know who has a very interesting situation. I'll tell you about a woman I know who I think may be in a relationship with a MGTOW man. Based on how he's moving, he might just be MGTOW. But she's been in a relationship with him for probably a decade. But it's actually some things he did, possibly did, I don't know for sure, that I don't agree with. But I guess to sum up the other woman, um, to sum up the other woman, uh, that I know that I was thinking about telling y'all about tonight, we'll call her Catherine. We'll call her Catherine. The big point with her is she's been with a guy for 10 years, but she had a sketchy past before him too. Now, I'm not going to say complete whore or nothing or pumping dumps, but I think she had 3 or 4 bad boy boyfriends before she met the 10-year relationship. And that's still baggage and damage. That's still like, yeah. Yeah, that's still damage. 4 bad boys. Yeah, that's still bad. I don't know if it's as bad as getting pumped and dumped for 10 years, but or maybe worse, as I just kind of broke down earlier. It may be worse. But either way, my point with her is she's been with the same dude for 10 years. So despite whatever damage I would have said on paper that she had from being with like 4 bad boys, um, and the dude she's with now is we can make a somewhat of argument that he's a bad boy too, but they've been together for 10 years. Um, but really spoke on that to speak on the whole thing about can damaged women pair bond, and I think they probably still can. I mean, I'm pretty. I mean, at this point, she love him. They've been together 10 years. But yeah, he's kind of a bad boy. Yeah. Um, she's bonded with him, but there's definitely some interesting details about their situation that we may go over. But yeah, so yeah, I'll end it on that note. So far, we'll call her Catherine. We might talk about Catherine. But here's the thing about Catherine. I'll say about Catherine, which is y'all be shocked at. Look, this is what I'll say about Catherine. Catherine is probably the modern day woman. I mean, she's modern woman. Um, she somewhat has that boss babe, somewhat energy. Well, I ain't gonna say she got boss babe energy, but she puts out the little typical modern woman motivational quotes on social media, and she's kind of a career woman, and she has that somewhat of an undertone of, how can I put this? Here's the thing. Other people who know her has told me that she has a really crazy bitchy side. So I'll note that. I hear, I mean, we've never had an issue, but I hear she got like a really bad temper and she can be a real bitch, at times. Um, I definitely would probably say she has feminist beliefs. Um, what else can I sometimes maybe there can be a slight undertone of the typical feminist thing where she feels like she's kind of better than men a little bit. There's an undertone of that. But with all that being said, I'm going to say something that's going to shock the shit out of you guys. I really like her and she's really nice to me. Like, I don't want to glaze her too much cuz hey, who knows, maybe one day she'll turn that bitchy crazy side on me and I'll come in on here and tell y'all something different. But I've known her for years and we've always had a great rapport. And that is extremely rare for me with any human, but especially a woman, as y'all know. So, and I've known her for years and we've always had a great fucking rapport. I mean, there's been a moment here and there, but compared to how I am with other women and how much I dislike most women, like I'll give whatever little small issues we had to pass. Like we got a great relationship. She's always been super nice to me. Um, um, so yeah, look, she got a special place in my heart so far. I hope, because like I told y'all earlier, I don't really usually have good experiences with people. And I mean, we could discuss about why that is or how much of a part I play in that or whatever. And I don't think I do. I mean, I'm kind of reserved and that kind of turns people off, or I guess it comes off as off putting. But other than that, I don't think I do anything to get all the disrespect and negativity I get thrown my way all the time when I'm around people. But either way, the point I'm making is she has a special place in my heart, ironically enough, because she's one of the few women in my whole life that I just genuinely feel I have a good rapport with, who genuinely treats me super nice and like. So look, as of right now, she has a special place in my heart. I must say. Um, so that's a fun fact about Catherine. Because I mean, yeah, if I had to make a list of women who, other than family members, well, even family members, if I had to make a list of women who, what's the word? Uh, If I had to make a list of women who I would say like I genuinely like her as a human, and granted, like I said, I've only seen one side of her, so maybe if I spent a whole week with her, I come back and say she's a huge bitch and I can't stand her. But I'm just going by all I could go by is the interactions we've had. So based on that, if I had to make a list of women who I genuinely like as a human, who I genuinely think is a cool person, who I like genuinely fuck with, just for who she is as a person, fuck looks, fuck connection, just who she is as a person, she's on the list of maybe only 3 my whole lifetime. Really like 2 or 3 max. And Avery says, so if you, I don't know what I'm probably missed the message. Avery says, so if you're not constantly willing to crash out, go to jail, it's not worth even claiming a woman. I kind of wonder why this channel was recommended. Oh damn, am I too blue pilled for you, Avery? I mean, that's cool. I don't know why it was recommended either. I mean, thanks for stopping by either way. um, Shout out to my Rumbleites. Um, anyway, what was I about to say? So, I mean, yeah, we cool. I guess I'll end it there, y'all. Um, Remember how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play asshole on the internet, and I have never done anything remotely wrong my entire life. Ever. Keep your blood sugar and your blood pressure down to keep the reaper from coming around. Make sure you get your yearly checkup so Satan don't catch up. Damn, time kind of flew. It's already 1 p.m. here. Shit. Um, I'm pretty sure I'll be back tonight. No guarantees, but I'm pretty sure I'll be back between 5 and 6 p.m. Central Time. RB Sensei out.